श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। श्रीभाष्यकारपन्तानम् आत्मना पुनः उद्धर्तुमागतो नूनम् इत्युक्तायास्तु मङ्गलम्. We are in the process of enjoying the Sahasranama Vaibhavams of Lord Vishnu. In that sequence, we are going to enjoy the slokas 41, 42, 43 and 44. In these slokas, we are going to enjoy how he is instrumental in making everything and how he makes everything, how he directs everything in this world. Also, the Vaibhavams of the significant Ramavatar. Udbhavah Kshobano Deva Shri Garbha Parameshwaraha Karanam Karanam Karta Vikarta Gahano Guhaha. Udbhavaha, the remover of the bondage. He removes the bondage of samsara of those who meditate upon him. Kshobanaha, the creator of a commotion. He creates a tumult in the minds of those others who are fit to be bound and in the prakriti, that is the primordial matter which binds them at the time of creation. Devaha, he who binds the jivas with the strings of maya and plays with them even as the hunters do with the tigers and boars in the forest. Sri Garbhaha, he who has a Lakshmi always with him. Parameshwaraha, the supreme ruler. His supreme rulership is made fruitful as he gets the voluntary embrace of Lakshmi. Karanam, he is called Karanam because he is the greatest means for attaining him. Karanam, it is Bhagavan who makes all endowed with those organs of sense and action do their respective acts. Karta, the agent. He is the independent agent in all those acts. Vikarta, he who is affected and undergoes modifications. Since Bhagavan identifies himself with all beings, their joys, sorrows, etc., which are the fruit of their acts, good and bad, are experienced by him, also as though they were his own, and he undergoes mutations. Gahanaha, he who is deep and inscrutable. Guhaha, the Savior. He protects all. Vyavasayo vyavasthana samsthana sthanado dhruvaha parardhi paramaspashta tushta pushta subekshanaha. Vyavasayaha, the circle of planets is closely fastened to Bhagavan, who is therefore called Vyavasayaha. Vyavasthanaha, the basis for the divisions of time. Time, which is the root of all the mutations in the world and which is divided into Kala, Muhurta, etc., has its base only in Bhagavan. Samsthanaha, the final end. All things have their ultimate end in Bhagavan. Sthanadaha, the giver of the supreme abode. Dhruvaha. He conferred a high place on Dhruva, who belonged to a later age, and made him stationary. Parardhihi. The abundance of the auspicious qualities in Bhagavan in his incarnation as Rama is superior even to the supreme overlordship of Sarveshwara. Paramaspashtaha. He whose greatness is explicit. Tushtaha. He who has pleased. He was much more pleased with the attainment of the state of being the son of Dasharatha. Pushtaha. He who is replete. He is Pushtaha, replete with noble qualities. Shubhekshanaha. The auspicious eyed. He has charming lotus-like eyes which are cool, large, magnanimous and long, which reveal his lordship and also his amiable nature. Ramo viramo virato margo neyo nayo nayaha virashaktimatam sreshto dharmo dharma viduttamaha. Ramaha. He is Rama because all are always delighted by him, being charmed by his form and qualities. Viramaha. He before whom all become powerless. Virataha. The unattached. Bhagavan is Virata because of the spirit of detachment which is natural to him. Margaha. He who is sought after. Virajo Margaha is another meaning. Viraja means dustless, that is faultless. Margaha signifies path. The meaning is path shown by Sri Rama is faultless. Neyaha. He who is governed by his devotees. Nayaha. He who draws towards himself all. Anayaha. He who cannot be spirited away. That is, he cannot be led away by those who are not well disposed towards him. Viraha. He who is the cause of terror. Bhagavan is the source of fear and terror for the Rakshasas. Shaktimatam Sreshtaha. The greatest among the powerful. Dharmaha. Bhagavan is Dharma since he sustains all beings by conferring prosperity and salvation on them. Dharma Viduttamaha. The foremost among the Dharma conscious. Vaikunta Purusha Prana Pranada Pranava Prutuhu Hiranya Garbha Shatrugno Vyapto Vayuradokshajaha. Vaikuntaha. The remover of obstacles. He brings about the union of all. Purushaha. The purifier. Because he purifies all by nature and is devoid of all sins. Pranaha. The vital air, that is the life breath. Pranadaha. The life giver. He bestows the well-known life itself to all. Pranamaha. He who makes others bow before him. Prituhu. Bhagavan is great by his extensive reputation, that is, he is well known. Hiranyagarbha, he who was in the delightful hearts. Shatrugnaha, the enemy slayer. Because Bhagavan subdues by his arrows of wisdom the groups of senses which are enemies like Ravana and which lead away people to the enjoyment of the earthly pleasures. Vyaptaha, he who is full of love and affection. His affection towards innocent children and aged persons, master and servant, friends and foes, towards all it is uniform and there is no difference. Vayuhu, he who moves towards his devotees. He is called Vayu because he himself goes seeking his devotees wherever they may be, like Shabari, Guhan, and sage Bharadwaja. Adokshajaha, he who does not get diminished. Bhagavan is like a sea of nectar, and even though he is enjoyed by all at all times. காண்கின்ற நிலமெல்லாம் யானே என்னும் காண்கின்ற விசும்பெல்லாம் யானே என்னும் காண்கின்ற வெந்தி எல்லாம் யானே என்னும் காண்கின்ற இக்காற்றெல்லாம் யானே என்னும் காண்கின்ற கடலெல்லாம் யானே என்னும் காண்கின்ற கடல் வண்ண நேர கொலோ காண்கின்ற உலகத்தீர்க்கு என் சொல்லுகேன் காண்கின்ற என் காரிகை செய்கின்றவே. My daughter Parankushanayaki said, I am all the land which is seen. I am the ether which is seen. I am the hot fire which is main among the luminous objects. I am all these Vayus. I am all the water. Has Sarveshwaran, who is having an ocean-like attractive form, entered into her? Oh, you who don't know anything beyond this world which you are seeing, in what way can I explain in the actions of my very beautiful daughter who can see what is not seen by anyone? Thus, Alvar enjoys that Bhagavan is an instrument, he is the reason, he is the director, and who makes everything in this world. அன்று சராசரங்களை வைகுந்தத்தேற்றி அடலரவப் பகையேறி அசுரர் தம்மை வென்று இலங்கு மணி நெடுந்தோள் நான்கும் தோன்ற விண்முழுதும் எதிர்வரத் தன் தாமம் மேவி சென்றினிது வீற்றிருந்த அம்மான் தன்னை தில்லை நகர் திருச்சித்திரகூடன் தன்னுள் என்றும் நின்றான் அவனிவனென்றேத்தி நாளும் இறைஞ்சுமினோ எப்பொழுதும் தொண்டீர் நீரே. Sri Rama took everything, the grass, the creeping ant, the living and non-living, everyone and everything that was moving, everything that was still, all that was born or created by Brahma, all that existed in his Ayodhya, to the very best of position, that is moksham, he rode on the strongest Garuda and reached his abode with 4 hands, being welcomed by one and all in Nitya Vibhuti, displaying the glow explicitly with his original splendor, that is Paranjoti. Such Sarveshwaran, Vaikuntha Nathan, Sriyapati, Sriman Narayanan is here at Tillai Chitrakutam Divyadesam permanently. That very Lord is this Sri Raman of this Divyadesam. That Sri Raman of Ayodhya is this very Lord of Tillai Chitrakutam. O servants of the Lord, please recognize the Archamurthy staying forever to bless you as Vaikuntanathan at Tillai Tiruchitrakutam, and eulogize him and perform Nitya Kainkaryam to him and receive his full blessings. That's how Kulasekara Alvar is enjoying the Vaibhavam of Lord Sri Rama. Let's continue to enjoy the Vaibhavams of the divine names of Lord Vishnu. Jaya Jaya Sri Sudarshana, Jaya Jaya Sri Sudarshana, Jaya Jaya Sri Sudarshana.